XRP staking and DeFi, yes, you heard that correctly. It looks like we have some very interesting conversation happening in that regard. And it also coincides with Blackrock's filing for an Ethereum staked ETF. Don't worry, I'm going to tie all of this together and explain to you what it means moving forward in the future. And yes, I know the crypto markets are not doing good price action wise. Bitcoin broke down below $98,000. Sorry, $90,000. We're actually trading around $86,000. So David Schwartz, the former CTO of Ripple, talked about native ideas for XRP staking on the XRPL. He said it would require new reward and distribution mechanisms, and the current XRPL design prioritizes fee burning and validator trust over financial incentives, which basically means that staking would introduce governance and fair trade-offs, which again is an important part of DeFi and just staking in general. He also said proposed concepts include a two-layer consensus model or using transaction fee to fund ZK proofs, and both are likely impractical in the short term, but they can be done. And of course, we have the Bitwise XRP ETF that went live this week. Franklin Templeton is coming on Monday per different analysts. And as of November 19th, the Canary Spot XRP ETF, XRPC, saw $26.5 million in trading volume and $13 million in net inflows in 5 days since the launch. Oh, also, along with Franklin Templeton's XRP Spot ETF, Grayscale's XRP Spot ETF is set to go live. Now, why does all of this matter? Well, we know that we have Solana staked ETFs, and those are doing incredibly well. I believe the one that is doing well is from Bitwise. And the XRP Spot ETF actually beat out the staked Solana ETF as far as volume inflows, all of that on day one. So again, there's a lot of institutional demand for that. Now, Blackrock. So they filed in Delaware name registration for new iShares staked Ethereum ETF, which is an early step in essentially creating an ETF. And the ETF would add staking to BlackRock's existing iShares Ethereum Trust, ETH-A. And ETH-A is currently the largest ETH ETF with about $11.5 billion in assets. Now, the reason why this is so important is because BlackRock has only filed for two different crypto ETFs, well, spot ETFs, which the Bitcoin back in 2023 and Ethereum in 2024. But now they want to update it to staking. And no, there's no word or rumor that BlackRock is going to file for a Solana or XRP ETF in any way, shape, or form. But they are interested in staking based off of this move. And I think that Ripple understands that, is that they're going to have to really ramp up their DeFi staking or do something to compete with some of these other POS ETFs or just cryptos in general. And again, when we're talking about traditional finance, they don't play the short term like we do in crypto. They play the long term. So all of these moves that they are doing is going to make sense years from now or months from now, primarily because they have to talk to multiple other levels to get anything done. They can't just drop things live. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens with XRP if this BlackRock staked Ethereum ETF gets approved and if BlackRock does decide to move forward and file for any other crypto ETFs, spot ETFs.